Okay, it's time for the end of the day wrap on day number 8 of the Nepal Premier League. We've seen a really good contest, and for the third consecutive game, the side that has batted first and been inserted to bat first, every single captain throughout all 11 matches has chosen to bowl first, but for the third consecutive match, we've seen the side batting first, defending their total, and often some of those totals have been a little bit under par. And also for the third consecutive game, we have seen the stars of the show be three of the very best cricketers that have ever come from Nepal. It was Sandeep Lamichhane in yesterday afternoon's game. Then under the floodlights, it was Dipender Singh Airi, the Tiger, at his brilliant best. And now tonight, it was all about Karan K.C. But he needed some support, and I've got some immediate reaction from one of the Gorkhas stars as Gerard Erasmus is going to come and join me. Gerard, how are you, my old friend? Good to see you. Enjoying Nepal?
Very much so. It's nice and cool here. So really enjoying the cricket. Stadium looked wonderful. I've had so many fond memories at the TU, but this has been up to level one more, and I'm sure it's going to go from strength to strength. And as I hear, there's going to be more stands, more lights, all of it, and
go even bigger.
Yeah, even better cricket. So yeah, it's been brilliant. The wickets have been good. A step up from last year as well, I believe. So I think all in all, it's going to be a strong tournament going forward.
Yeah, it's a ground that this man knows really well. 2022 tour, 2023, 2024. You've had great success here. You've had some tough games too, but the one thing that's always consistent, the fans. Let me ask you about those guys before I ask you about today. That's what makes cricket here in Nepal, really.
Yeah, most definitely. And in general, in cricket, that's who you play for. You want to entertain people and I guess inspire the younger ones and leave people with memories. And this is what this tournament does. I think for the internationals to come out here, they each and every new international always they're so surprised by the level of excitement and passion there is for the cricket, and generally how well people know cricket, and that's really special. And if you've traveled around the world and you come to a place like this, it really reinvigorates your energy for cricket again.
It is a special place. That's why we love it so much. A great global ambassador for the game here. Okay, tonight's game, did you feel as though you had enough before that Karan K.C. blitz, or was it the skipper that just changed the match?
Yeah, I guess it's tough to know what is enough on this ground, since it is quite small, and there are, I almost want to say sixes at play, as we saw Karan hit that back end of our innings. But the guys have come and stuck a little bit in the middle period where spinners are heavily operating. So I think if you can have a good power play, it's quite difficult to chase the 130s, 140s on this ground. We were actually going to bat first, I think, today. So all in all, it's exciting to see the dynamics of the tournament also changing as the tournament goes on, and that'll test the teams and their balances.
KC, 31 off the over, breaking Jimmy Neesham's record of 26 from last season. What is it that makes him so special?
Well, he keeps it really simple. I think that's what's been what I've been trying to get into our boys this last 2-3 days, is that cricket is generally actually pretty simple. You just got to find your best shots and your best balls, and you got to bowl them, you got to bat with them, and that's what he does. He stands really strong, and he can really hit the ball hard, and I'm so glad that he came off last year for us in one game as well, and this was sort of reminiscent of that.
I know the kind of guy you are. You always talk about the team, the way you lead Namibia. It always leaves me awestruck. You're such a great leader, and it's the same here for the Gorkhas. But I need to ask you about your own bowling. It's really come on and on. That setup to row at Powdle, I saw the celebration for the LBW. One of the kind of favourite moments you've ever had when bowling? Brilliant.
Yeah, I felt like I've been struggling a little bit with the ball, just that bit of inconsistency, I guess, not bowling too many overs over the last 2 months. I struggled a little bit in the first 2 games, and there's also that iffy ball that crept in tonight. So I really enjoyed getting one of the better players in the tournament out, and I felt like I expressed my skills a little bit better in that over. So I guess that's where the passion came from a little bit. And I mean, obviously we've had so many battles in the Nepal and Namibian clashes, captain to captain, so obviously it means a lot, but purely because he's such a good player, and purely for the team, we needed that win today after going two losses in a row. So I think we asked the boys to bring that Gorkhali spirit today, and they did take their kukri out and fought hard.
Final question, just purely because I saw you chatting to the two guys. It's great to have other Namibian players here. Lofty Eaton, who's having a good tournament himself, JJ Smith and Ruben Trumpelman. They're great friends of yours. A little bit of bragging rights by taking this win tonight?
I guess so, but I wouldn't put it down to that, because I really want them to do well, and really want them to obviously take cricket Namibia forward. So I wouldn't put it down to like a personal bragging right. I hope they continue doing well through this tournament, but in itself, as a professional, I'm very glad I got the wicket of Trumpelman, and I felt that we really needed that win. I really needed a performance, so I came with a little bit more passion tonight, and it's kind of probably the way I play and the way I need to always play if I want to be at my best.
Final bit of news for you. I don't know if you know, right now on Star Sports, the groups are officially being announced for that T20 World Cup. Get in there and find out who you've got, definitely, which venues you're going to. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Gerard Erasmus. What a man he is, and what a challenge that Namibian side are going to be at that T20 World Cup. Let's wrap up the rest of the game. We'll take a little bit more of a walk around the ground. Some of the final figures are here, and you can just see the Gorkhas team up there. Look at how satisfied they are. Sonny Patel, John Simpson, he kept really, really well this evening. I thought all round it was a very good performance. Rashid Khan, one of the unsung heroes, he in fact bowled really, really well at the death. The total still was not necessarily one that was out of reach, just over 150, and you felt as though the way in which Darcy Short started in that second innings, he smashed 22, including a couple of very big boundaries. You felt as though the Lions were going to hunt this down. Think of the power that they have. JJ Smith, Ruben Trumpelman, and the quality and consistency of Rohit Powdell. But Powdell was dismissed for the low score. That was the turning point. It came from Erasmus. He was quite brilliant with the ball this evening. Got a few runs, but it was all about Karan K.C.'s 19th over. There's a reason he's so loved across this country. The Valentine's Day boy, the Valentine's Day man. He's done it again. This time, not in the blue and red of Nepal, but in that aquamarine, or that teal, the new colour for the Gorkhas. They needed that victory. I'll tell you something, because they'd lost 2 consecutively. If it was 3 on the bounce, they're in real trouble for the playoffs. That's now the fate that is staring in the Lions' way, because the Lions, they've lost 2 on the bounce, and Rohit Powdell's men, bottom of the table last year, they need to get winning and finding a way into that top 4. Really, really memorable evening. I thought Tilak Raj Bandari was a little high point for some of the local players, and Santosh Yadav's innings should not be forgotten within the course of the day. I think it was 26 he made in very quick time, including a couple of very impressive sixes, and a special word too on the losing side for Shermala. He continues to bowl well. Another 2 wickets for him, and he also hit 3 consecutive sixes at the end to keep the game alive. But 150 odd was always going to be too many by the time those early wickets had fallen. Final question, I wish I'd asked Gerard Erasmus, but I've forgotten. That catch he took of Gulbadeen Naib was a critical moment. 11 he got to off just 5 balls, looked for another big one, and it was right into these floodlight pylons. If you can see the glare, because of the brightness of them, that 3400 lux that I've talked about a few times, he actually lost it momentarily, readjusted. I thought it was a really good replay, the way in which he just, through sheer will, managed to find the ball at the last second and hold on with the diving catch. Also saw an incredible catch from Shermala. So that's going to wrap it up for day number 8. We've got more action tomorrow. Just the one game, the Kings. Can they stay unbeaten, or will it be the Chitwan Rhinos and Kushal Mala who will inflict the first defeat on them? It should be a cracker. Join us live from 3:45pm local time, and the first ball will get going at 4 o'clock. And I did give you a bit of misinformation the other day. Tickets are available on that Calty app, where you can come and buy them in cash. So come along, experience this Nepal Premier League in person. We'd love to see you, and we'll see you again tomorrow.